Are we live? I'm really nervous. No, seriously, we're live.
Yes.
Hey, Minnie.
Yo.
We're live.
Woo!
Woo! All right. Now, this is not a best of series. Hey, everybody. This is Festool Live. It's Friday. It's 12 noon. Let's call out the room because we got a big day planned today. Over here we have Christine. Say hi, Christine. Hi. All right. Behind the camera we have Chris. Mr. Bitcoin Cyber. he made me go on PTO last week, everybody, okay? Because he's trying to show me how to do PTO. Hey, over here on the board, we have Min. Woohoo! Looking good, Minnie. Woo! All right. And on the line, we have Brent. So ask all your questions. This is episode 202. What are we doing today?
Top system. Tips. Number.
Well, hey, Unit, you ought to get on there. Let me hold the camera one of these days. You're pretty good at this. Okay, everybody. I have an announcement to make. I'm leaving Festool today at 1 o'clock to go down to Mueller. Hey, I will be at EB Mueller Machinery in Cincinnati all day tomorrow doing demos. We're doing track saws in the morning. I'm doing dominoes in the afternoon. So come on down, hang out. Travis is there now. They're having their tool show, fall tool show. So be there or be square. And I get my times. Track saws is from 9:30 to 11:30 tomorrow, and dominoes is from 12 to 2. They're giving me a half hour for lunch. Whoa. Oh my, I'm gonna be famished. Okay, everybody. All right, so as we always do top system tips, it's kind of like some of the top questions we get. And when people come to trainings, or they used to come to trainings when I was a trainer, I would show these little tips and tricks, and they would go, oh, I always wondered about that. And some of the top calls we get into application line. Oh, and remember this, I got to remember to take my phone. Okay, so this is the CXS18. All right, it's got an electronic clutch on there. And over the years, people would call in or even come up to me or even myself and go, why is it beeping? So if you look at the clutch, here's the clutch right here, okay? And you got it in drill mode. These are your stops, so you don't torque out the head of a screw when you set it right. Okay, you can have it with no light or light all the time. So here's the first part I want to talk about when it comes to electronic clutch. Okay, you hear the speed here? I put it in 2. Always remember this as I do this little demonstration with you today. The higher the speed, the less torque the drill has. Now these electronic clutches live on all our drills now. Okay, so well, the T drills, the C drills, whether it's a 12 or 18 volts, what else? The TPC has electronic clutch. Okay, so when you look here, the lower the speed, the more torque. Hopefully, and you have 2. Okay, and wait a minute, let's get there. There's 1, and then there's 2. But if you listen to it, you don't hear the speed, do you? Do you, Christine? I see you shaking. And there's a reason for that. Listen now, okay? I'm gonna put it up to around 11. Because this drill goes to 11. She gets it. What movie? Come on, ours goes to 11. It's because most amplifiers go to 10. Ours go to 11. Spinal tap. Okay. Hey, everybody. I knew you knew that. Okay, listen. Okay, that's high speed, right? That's 2. Listen to 1. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's get it in 1. Okay, so there's a difference with that. Why is it going slow in 1? Well, think about this. It has, because when you are using 1, you're usually running a machine screw. So this is going to go into a nut, right? So you don't want it going fast, okay, to strip it out. Now, let's talk about the beeps. I'm going to put it in 2, okay? And I'm going to put it in probably to run this one, okay? Watch, I'm just going to run this screw here. Okay, you hear the beep? Okay. It stopped when it reached that torque setting here, so I'm going to bring it up to about 11, and watch. Okay? And look how it sets right there. So there's the beep. It has set the screw properly where I needed it. So that's where it beeps when you have it in the clutch settings. But I'm going to put it here, hopefully we can see that, in the drill setting. Okay? So you don't have those stops. I'm going to take this off the fast fix. I'm going to put it on a small drill bit. Okay, just like this. Okay, let's lock that on. Now, I'm going to put it in 2. And hopefully, let's listen. Whoop, let's get it just right where I want it. Why is it beeping? I have it in drill mode. I'm going to put it in 2. What the drill is telling me, and I know it can be confusing. Hopefully I'm not confusing. I'm going to put it in 1. It's saying, hey, dude, I need more torque. Oh, wow. Okay, and you can drill all day long as I don't hit that screw I just went through. And the reason I want to show you is this is an amazing drill. I love this right angle attachment. It makes it really easy to handle large bits like this. Okay, so there's 2 more times that this drill will beep. Correct? Okay, when is that? 1, when the battery is low. I'm not going to run the battery down because Chris doesn't have all day to clean this up. Okay?
I was waiting on.
And the other time it beeps, it's saying, hey, dude, you've overused me. The battery is not low. It's just overheated. So those are the times it's a self-protection feature, but it also works the clutch just right to make sure you get the right amount of torque and you have it. Remember, higher the speed, less torque. That's 2. Lower speed, you get more torque. So that may help you when you're using this, and don't get frustrated because that clutch is like so sweet. Okay, next. Minnie, how are you doing on the board? Do you need that other side yet?
I'll keep telling.
Okay, so this is the HL850. Okay, I know people who have owned this for years, and when I show them this tip, they go, does mine have that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to step you through a couple of pointers on this. I'm going to actually change the blade. So, first thing you always do is make sure when you're changing anything, it's unplugged, which it is. And I'm going to flip it on its side, and I'm going to show you this little tab right here. See the green tab? I could take that and move that out of the way. Okay, that's the blade guard. I'm going to take the 5mm wrench on here off, and I'm going to take, okay, so make sure we get this, Chris, right here. There's another green tab here. That's the ABBA lock. I'm going to take that like that, and I'm going to depress. Where are you? Where's my, oh, no, it's right here. See the ABBA lock down below, right there? I'm going to take that, and it's a through hole, so I'm going to take that and spin it off, just like this. There's a bunch of tips I'm going to give you on this. Okay, there's the screw. There's the washer. But as I take the head off, okay, I'm going to let that go. There's a second washer right here, okay? And I'm going to take that off. What happens is you get gummed up a little, and that locks the head here to the ABBA, okay, that little flat to flat. Okay, but what happens is a lot of people don't see that, and they go like this, and it falls down in the sawdust, and they lose that. Make sure you take off both washers. Now, this is a shear cut. It's a spiral cut. So it acts like taking a regular hand plane and turning it like this so you get a shear cut. Okay? So, this is milled out of a single aluminum billet, the head, and you get 3 jib screws here. Okay, now, here's the hot tip. You don't need to go source the little Allen key for it. See right here? It's right in the handle. Voila. Okay, so when I take that, you could take these out just like this. Okay, and the reason I like doing this is to show you a couple of things on how to set this. So I'm going to take the blade out, and this, because it is balanced, this carbide cutter I'm going to take out, or blade. When you go, don't go get it sharpened, just get a new one, okay? But what is nice about this is the exact weight, every single one. So when you put it in here, it's balanced to this head. Okay, now, when you look at the head right here, see the deep? It's deep right here. That's what goes on the shaft or the arbor, and it's shallower here. So the way to set it, when you put the cutter in, you have these little arcs here. Those go toward those little screws, just like that. And when you set it down, I always remember to put the deep side down. Okay? And the reasoning is, if we can get this protrudes ever so slightly, because I can get unlimited depth of rabbet, because that little cutter right there aligns with your what? The sole of the plane. So you can get a nice, clean, unlimited depth of rabbet. So I'm going to take that hex, just like this, and be careful because that's wicked sharp. And I'm just going to slightly put it in tension, all three of them like this. And then I'm going to come back and tighten all three. Really good. Just give them a good torquing. That way there, they all set just right. Okay, don't lose the hex. Make sure you set it right back in the handle, just like this. So there you go. I had a buddy who, I showed him that. He goes, mine doesn't have that. I go, really? Go home. He called me. It was in there. All right. So when you put it in, deep side down, don't forget that lock washer right there. Put the other washer on top. Oh, that's the first time it hasn't fallen through the MFT3 hole. Okay. Put that in there like this. And get her going like that. This is a 5mm hex, just like about everything with the Festool system is 5mm. Right, Chris?
Right.
What's the thickness of the guide rail? 5mm.
It sounded like a setup.
No, Minnie, what's the size of the arbor nut on the TS55 and 60 and 75?
I'm going to go with the 5mm.
Okay. Christine, what cutter comes with a DF500? Yeah, what size cutter? 5mm. Okay, unit. What's my IQ?
Wicked.
5mm. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to lock that in like that. And look, there's a little storage right here on board. Didn't know you're going to get quizzed today, did you, kiddos? No. All right, so there you go. And that's how you change the blade. Hey, you know what? Let's see how good that is. So never lose, I never lose the opportunity to run a tool. So I just love it. All right, there we go. There we go. Hey, when we were at Hartville, Chris just told me that was an hour-long mini. Did you know that?
Yes.
So everybody, I want to thank you for coming out for that. I had so much daggone fun. So I'm going to put...
You know how I knew, Sedge?
What, babe?
You know how I knew?
How?
I watched.
You watched?
I watched.
I found out today Christine was watching too.
She was.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Both of you, you know? Okay, so there we go. Oh, what was that, Min? Are you okay?
I'm good. It was your sustainer.
My sustainer?
Yeah.
All right. I hope everybody had a really nice Thanksgiving. Okay, so look, dust extraction here. Okay, 36 hose goes inside. All right, now I'm just going to set the depth. I'm not going to take anything too major. I want to see how clean that cut is. Okay, now a tip that I always show everybody, and boy is this 2x6 warped like heck, okay? But I'll tell you, I always double check where my cutter is. I don't want to start it in, and I'll go like this. You're waiting, are you? Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Chris, can you come in here and look? Okay, you guys did that come through, Christine?
Yeah.
Okay, so this thing shoots a boatload of dust. Here's the other tip I want to give you. See this? This is how it directs the dust. So I had it directing out here. You see it has a little point right here? You point it back toward the chute. Okay, now, I'm gonna take a little bit deeper bite on here. Let's see if I can, okay, look how clean that is, okay. Now, do you see any dust? And look at that cut. Spectacular. Cool? Okay, so HL 850, done. Hopefully you get some good tips and tricks on that. So I'm just gonna step this hose over here, unplug it, and Chris, I'm gonna get this ready for us. Oh, jeez, Chris.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. Phew. I was listening on the phone the other day in customer service, and somebody was talking somebody through the depth setting on the 2200. I covered this. It should be in a description, the 2200 episode. I covered this, but I'm going to cover it again. All right. When you're setting depth, let's get in here, Chris. You're setting depth on a big round over bit. Okay? Oops, sorry.
No, you're
You
good.
kind of set it up like this, right? And you look at it. And you go, yeah, that's about the way I want it. Okay, and you make a couple of passes. So I drew this out to save some time. Let me whoop it around. Okay, so you spend a lot of money on this round over bit, right? And you want to maximize the profile, or any profile. All right, so sometimes it can be guesswork. So when you do that and you run your first pass and you get a round over like this, a profile like this, and you go, well, maybe I should go a little bit lower. So you run it like this, okay, and you get that round over and you go, I'm gonna try it one more time. And then you do it and you go, oh, and you get that little bead profile. What do you gotta do? There's two options. You gotta take the ROTEX Sander and sand it out, right? Or you gotta sell it for more, all right? Because you meant to do that. What if I can stop the guessing game? So let's figure this out. There's a special feature on here that is the cat's pajamas. All right, right, Chris?
I love that.
You like that, huh?
Yep, I do.
Okay, so check it out. It's this green tab right here that nobody knows about. All right. Hey, turn around. Not only has Christine worked the board, she's also a dry erase magician. Okay, never mind. Hey, Minnie, you gotta help her.
I'm coming.
I'm telling you. Okay, so let's talk through this. Look at this. See how I get the rough adjustment? Okay, let's talk this through. And I'm gonna make sure you get in here, Chris, because I want you to see the depth stop. I'm gonna unlock the rod, okay? I've locked it in, right? I got a rough adjustment. My lock in is with this knob here. So I'm gonna take that, and at the very bottom, there's a little point on the very last stop. Okay, I'm gonna take that, and I want you to see this center post. I'm gonna bring it down, and you see how this is ramped right here? What that does is that locks on that center post. Okay, so I'm gonna take it like that, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock the post in as well. So if I release this on any other router, that's just gonna go bam and slam up, right? Not anymore. Because now I have the ability with my micro adjust right here, see it right here, okay, to dial that in. Okay, now I'm gonna take it a step further, okay? I'm going to release this now. I just tighten this again. I'm gonna release it because I wanna show you something, because I used to have this problem. Okay, let's release it, let's get it back. And I want you to notice something. Hopefully you can see this, look. You see that little bit of play right there? Okay, what I wanna do is I wanna make sure it's set and push it all the way down. I'm gonna tell you, that's what I call a top system tip right there. You like that, don't you, Chris? Did that come through, his wow? Okay, good.
That was the cat's pajamas.
Okay, Now, it sounds funny, but I used to show this to a lot of people, and I would get that bad result at the end, but very, very fine. It's because it's got a spring ball in there, and what happens is that little bit of play, when I plunge it, would give me that profile. Right now, I'm all the way in there with no play. So I have that all locked in, right? Now I'm gonna release it. Now, come over here, Chris, so we can see this. This little micro adjust is moving it up, and you'll hear it click, hopefully. I'm gonna come down here so you can hear it. You hear that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretend this here is this edge right here. Doesn't matter what thickness it is, but if we could come in here, Chris. Oh man, I need new glasses. Okay, I'm going to dial that in. So I'm just gonna bring something up. Okay, and look, see how it's just starting to hit there? That's where I would get that bead profile. So what I wanna do is I wanna take that and just dial it off of there ever so slightly. You see, and now I will get that final profile and maximize it. So what I'm gonna do now, I know it's a bunch of steps, but now you have this as a reference. I'm going to lock it in, and then I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna take that out of the mix. Because sometimes you do not want to take it all in one pass, right? Because that way there, sometimes it'll cause burning, but this is such a powerful router, I usually take it in one pass. There is a step in there. So I'm just gonna take it here and release it, because now I have it at its final depth. So with a turret system that this has, I could take it now in one pass. You see this little 2mm offset? I could take it in that pass, and then my final pass will be at the very bottom of that little point. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take a quick swipe at this. I'm gonna put the dust extraction. There's little few rare earth magnets in there to hook up. I gotta take these two tabs, put them in here, lock it in. I'm gonna get my dust extraction hooked up, and let's give it a whirl on this cherry I got set up. Woo! A lot of people watching, men?
Yes.
Good. Okay, dust extraction, come on, right back here. See it? Beautiful. All right. Just want to get her set up. Am I going to take it all at once? Oh, why not? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't take it. Christine's looking at me kind of funny. Maybe I'll take it in 2 steps, just so you can see that 2mm offset. Let's do that. Chris, come in here. So I'm gonna take that, so we'll call this our cleanup pass. I'll take it to that stop, okay, first time. Let's do that, okay? Here we go. Beautiful. Here we go, come on. Let's get this over here so I'm not cutting the cord. I have been known to do that, right? Okay. Wow, where's the dust? So let's do our next step in our final pass. I'll bring it down. I'm gonna tell you something. I think you saw me stop to check, but check it out. I wish we had feel-o-vision. There is no step in there. Look at this. It's absolutely perfect. And guess what? Of course, I'm gonna get a little bit of burning, because guess what? That's where I stopped. Okay, so if I didn't hesitate, like in here, perfectly set up. So stop the guesswork. Get a 2200. All right. So, 2 weeks ago, I'm listening to the guys on the phone and gals on the phone, and they're talking about, I must have done this 1,000 times here at Festool, changing the pads on the ROTEX. It sounds simple, but we get all these questions all the time. So let's do a little training on it, on all the ROTEX. Okay, now, to change the pad, right here, okay, see this? See the arrows right here? We get a shot of that. A lot of people go like this and they go, I know that's the pad change, okay? But I can't change the pad. You got to press up and in, okay? That's my favorite. Look, I still can't take it off. Why? Does anybody know why? Everybody at home's going, I know why. Look, it has to be in ROTEX mode because there's a pin in there that holds it. So press it up and in and just spin it off. And it's that quick to change a pad. Okay, and to put it back on, I always gotta get that in there like this. And when you put it on, make sure you twist it all the way so it locks on. So there you go. That's the RO150. It's a little bit easier, I think, as long as it's in ROTEX, which it is on the RO125. Hopefully we can see this. There's a little arrow on there. Okay, so what you do on this button is you press it out and in, and that spins right off, just like that. All right, so that's how you change the blades. Boy, I'm looking back over here. Uni, you got a lot of cleaning up, man. I'm hitting the road. Okay, over here, RO90. You have fine dots, which is random orbit. That's ROTEX. You cannot change the pad. You have to come over here and put it in delta mode, and it spins right off. Okay, and then you can put the detail on there, or you can leave this on, the round pad, and it is an orbital. And I've covered that before. Okay, so I just wanted to cover that pad changing and how easy it is, but you got to understand those little icons on there, whether you're pushing it out or pushing it up and in. Okay, hopefully that helps. Wow. That was a lot. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But is there more?
No, that's it.
We're so intrigued, Sedge. We want more.
Oh my God. I could go on. Okay. Hey, everybody. Minnie, should I start names?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, hey, I just heard Doug from Zionsville was the first one today.
He was, and he's with his grandson, Bobby, in South Carolina.
You're in South Carolina? Wow. And with his grandson?
Bobby.
Bobby. Hey, you guys having fun. We have Mark S. from Woodcraft in Springfield. I haven't done this in a couple of weeks. I'm a little rusty. We have Rob.
Bad.
Min?
The handwriting's bad, too.
No, it's really good. We have Rob from South Devon, England. A lot better than Garrett, I'll tell you that. That scroll paper. Oh, there he is. It's him. I knew it was him.
Yeah?
It's Dirk from Dayton. Woo! We have Rick from sunny Blackpool, England. We have Joe from Waseca, Illinois. We have Paul, Cheryl, and Sam at Anthem, Arizona. I got to tell you, when I was at Harville, somebody came up to me and said, Sedge, it's Illinois. And I go, I know. Whoa, but Illinois is so much fun. Hey, we have Michelle from Paris, France, Michael from Edmonton, Alberta, Des from Harrogate, England, Chris from Malta, always there with us, brother. Mike M, always with us from Austin, Texas. Soren from Denmark. Soren's always with us.
Often, yeah.
We have Dana from Yolcott, Washington, Dale from Swaddlingcoat, England, Blake Weber, Novato, California, Brent from Louisville, Kentucky. No?
No, don't say it like that. Louisville.
Louisville?
Louisville. Just keep going.
Louisville. So that's one of those things. You move up in this territory, it's Louisville. All right, we have Bahama Brian, Mr. St. John Moss, he's with us today. We have Johnny O from Atco, New Jersey, Dave from Portland, Oregon, Pocono Joe from Lakeville, Pennsylvania, Craig and Tyler from Virginia, how you doing? Big Island Ed, Matt from Tinley Park, Illinois, Tom and Kettley from Eatonton, Georgia, Bermuda Steve, Stefan from Augsburg, Germany, Rob from Minson, New Jersey, Klaus from Beer Place, Denmark. I'm going. Okay. And if Beer Place, Denmark has a town nearby called Wingy, I'm going for Beer Wingy Place. beer and wingies. Okay, hey, we have Warren from Batavia, Ohio, Captain Kirk from Mariota, Georgia, Tim from Houston, Texas, Rocky from Kings Mountain, North Carolina, Mark from Los Angeles, California, Jacob from Rhode Island, Norman from Fallbrook, California. Wow, we got a crowd today, eh? Jason and Yana from Granite Falls, Washington, Eric from Huntsville, Alabama, Gerald from DeRidder, LA, Spactrician, Gary from Beers with the Boys, Woodcraft Dayton is here with us, David from Israel, wow, Mike P. from Oahu, Hawaii. You know who else is from Oahu?
Who?
Garrett Sato. We have Mark from Anaheim, California, Clint K. from East Canton, Ohio, Paul from Reading, Berkshire, UK, Jeff from Clarksburg, Maryland, David Gwen from West Virginia, Lauren from Rhode Island, George from Tallinn, Estonia, Fasadad from North Devon, England, Dan from Kingman, Arizona, Santos, Kennedy Space Center, Florida.
Yeah.
I love that place. Jim B. from Greenbrier, California. Rick from Lennar, North Carolina. Jason from Fenton, Michigan. Rick from Spring Branch, Texas. But they know their name. The Knotheads of Betwistcoed, North Wales.
Yay!
Betwistcoed, North Wales. The Knuckleheads, the Knotheads, we love you. Matt, hey, raise a pint. Matt from Newark, Ohio. Roll Vega from the Netherlands. Oliver from Southern Cal. Super Beetle from Columbus. Lode from Sweden. Ed from Elk Woodworking, Alabama. Eris from Dunblin, England. Stephen from
Chris is from Ireland.
Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah, you remember Dublin.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Barely.
Well, I remember Dublin because when Marianne and I were there, we met all of Ireland. We met the nicest people. That's our takeaway from Ireland was the folks there, the people. So much fun. Stephen from Devon, England. Kurt from Rochester, Michigan. Did I say Dublin, England?
You did.
I am so sorry. Oh, I hate saying that. We have Beaver, Industrial Supply. I know those guys.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I know that. Hope you're watching, John. Aquinolato. Oh, my God. I'm so rusty. Aquinolo. How do you say it?
I didn't write it very well.
Aquinolo from Hoxton, London, UK. Milos from Serbia, Belgrade. Mark from Krimpen-Anderlecht, Netherlands. Mr. Hugster from Chichester, UK. Daniel from Beretwil, Switzerland. We have Jeff from Bloomington, Indiana. Oh, that's where the good school is. Oh, boy, I just got a shot over the bow from Christine. Kenneth from Oak Park, Illinois. Chris Bellamy from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Chris, how are you? Don P. from Alabama. Russell from Nashville. Michael from Newport, Rhode Island. Garrett Sato. Garrett Fumio Sato from Lafayette, Indiana. There's another school up in that area. I forget what it is. Okay, we have Engineer Mike from Hyde Park, New York. Jurgen, Delft, the Netherlands. Michael from north of Germany. Dath from Chesapeake. Pinch from Connersville, Indiana. Andy from Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia.
He spelled it.
Did he spell it Georgia? G-A-H-G-A, Georgia. I love it. Hey, are they making fun of my accent?
No, I just love that they do the prophetic spelling.
Hey now! Whatever.
That's awesome.
Hey, I really missed everybody.
Me too.
I'm not going on PTO anymore.
Okay.
Well, not for a couple more weeks. We have this Christmas thing coming up, don't we, huh? Yeah. Okay, everybody. I am getting in my Jeep, and I'm heading to Cincinnati. I'll see you tomorrow at EB Mueller Machinery. Woo! Okay, be there or be square. A lot of people have reached out. We're going to have one heck of a time there. I'll get down there probably about 3 o'clock today. So, hey, what do I always say? We love you. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be here soon. All right. We got more planned for this year. I'll see you when we see you. And what, 2 weeks? I think 2 weeks, right? Something like that. Okay. Hey, everybody. Have a great weekend. Is this a wrap?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.